Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Monday night, and on Mondays I jump on and share a double scrapbook layout with you. It's been fun to kind of get back to scrapbooking. I've said this before, it's been a long time since I've done any scrapbooking, and so over the last few months I've kind of pulled it out and it's been really fun to play with. So today I am using the Reindeer Fun designer series paper and stickers. So you can buy the Reindeer Fun designer series paper, but you can also buy it with a set of stickers, which are gorgeous. And so they go coordinate with the designer series paper. And if you've got the Reindeer Fun suite, they coordinate with that as well. So I thought I would play with that using the paper and the stickers. And then I've got some pictures from my team went, and some other, hey Nancy, went for tea at the Pendray House in Victoria last December, and we're going again on December 14th. And so I was thinking about that today and decided to pull out some of the pictures from last year and do a double layout with them on. So what's perfect? If you live local, if you live in Victoria or local to Victoria, the Pendray House is beautiful. They get it all. It's I don't know, 100-and-something-year-old mansion probably, and they decorate it beautifully, traditionally for Christmas. And so it was just absolutely gorgeous and so much fun to get together with my team and some other people who joined us. All right, let's switch over and we'll get started. So as I've mentioned before, my whole goal with scrapbooking and getting back to scrapbooking is not to spend a ton of time making a scrapbook layout. So I have a Canon selfie printer, so I went ahead and printed out some pictures from our tea and with some of the people that are in it. And so look at these beautiful tea, the mugs, the cups, and the teapot. And then look at all the yummies that we had that day. And then look how beautiful it is. Some of the pictures. Now, when I print pictures, I printed these out all the same size. I think they're about 4x6, but I trim them down depending on, I kind of trim them to whatever size I think will kind of show off what part of the picture I want. And then the backing, I've already put it on basic white. I cut to be 1/4 of an inch bigger all round than the size. So if this one, my picture, I ended up cutting to 3.5 by 3.5, and so I cut a piece of basic white that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So this one, my picture was 3 1/4 by 5, and so my my basic white was 3.5 by 5 1/4. So it just gives you some idea. When I'm matting, I don't really care what size the picture is. Hey Roberta, I just want to put a mat around it, and then yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so, and then these are the stickers. So lots of choices with these stickers. Let's push that out a little bit. That you can use a little bit. There's a spot for journaling, and then some little reindeers and some sentiments and some strips that will go on. So I have gone ahead and I pulled out 2 pieces of real red 12 by 12. So those are going to be my 2 pieces. These are the standard Stampin' Up. Yeah, Stampin' Up. Design 12 by 12 cardstock. It's not the two-tone. And then these are 2 of the pieces of the designer series paper, the Reindeer Fun designer series paper. And so I thought I would kind of just layer, kind of put this like this. I'm a pretty simple scrapbooker. Always have been. For me, it's all about the pictures, and so this one I'm not even going to do any stamping on the backgrounds. I am just going to use the designer series paper and the stickers. So the cool part is if you just wanted to use these long strips, you could. I didn't realize that. I already went ahead and cut my strips of designer series paper. Okay, so let's find my glue and get started. My goal with these, like I said, is quick and easy. So I spent probably about 20 minutes, to maybe half an hour printing the pictures out earlier today, and then I probably what took the longest. I'm going to leave about, what is that, 3/4 of an inch at the edge. Probably what took the longest time is I used the Playful Alphabet die, which I left over here. All right, so this is it's called Playful Alphabet dies, and it's got all of the alphabet plus some special characters. And so that's probably what took me the longest, is to print out all the letters for my team name. And I've got a whole bunch of letters because it cuts the alphabet out plus some extra. Some of the letters you have duplicates of, because of course we need them. Our words have lots of vowels and things in them. So all right, so we'll just get that one lined up. And it was hard to choose the designer series paper from this because I absolutely love this reindeer designer series paper. So I was going with the ones that were a little more traditional with the presents and the bells. The coolest part about the Pendre is all of the antique looking Santas that they have decorating. There we go. So I got one down one side, and then I'm going to do the same on this side and get my layouts kind of organized. And then I can start thinking about where I'm going to put my pictures and my title. Okay, I'm just going to move this because I started this 3/4 of an inch. So using my grid lines on my glass mat, or if you've got grid paper, you can do that. So I'm just lining that up and want it 3/4 of an inch from this edge. There we go. Oh, no worries, Kathy. Thanks for joining. This paper has been so fun to play with. Actually, this whole suite has just been so adorable. And if you love the peppermint embellishments, they have been coming in and out of stock. They have been so popular. They are back, not available again, but the inventory report on the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator website says December 23rd, I believe. Thanks. All right, so there's my basic layout. Pretty simple. Like I said, I'm a pretty simple scrapbooker. So I'm going to just take, that's the food. So kind of, oops, I got the glue. So I'm just going to take and put some of my team pictures, and it was so fun. That's the team that was able to join us last year. And that's them as well around the Christmas tree. 2 different Christmas trees in the lobby. So let's do that. Maybe you can see. There we go. All right, let's put that over there. That there. Sometimes it's hard to decide how I want these decorated. Or okay, now last week I should have done this, but I didn't, and that was to figure out what I wanted, where I wanted my sentiment or my title ahead of time. So I have cut out, and you guys are going to have to watch me do this. I have cut out a whole bunch of these. Can you see my letters in there? A whole bunch of the letters that say Ink and Paper Stampers, which is my team name. So let's see if I can not lose any of them. There we go. There's an N. So I'm going to use glue dots. Oopsie, I guess I should get the end going the right direction. So I'm just going to take and put, hopefully spell out the words. There's the I. Should have done this before so you're not watching me. There's the K. K, that way. Like I said, this is probably the longest, the most amount of time that this whole thing is going to take. Ink, and then I've got an ampersand, and then a P. Oops. So I know some of you do scrapbooking all the time, and probably you're a little more, I don't know, spend a little more time at it than I do. But for me, it's all about ink and paper, spelling things backwards, stampers. But yes, I'd rather get the layouts done and get them into my albums. And I don't, uh-oh, I've lost my M. Where's my M? Stampers. All right, I have to find an M. Okay, I'm gonna leave a glue dot for an M. Stampers. Oh, I know. Pulled an extra S, but now I'm gonna have to go find an M. Looking for an M. All right, oh, I found an M. When you print these out, you get a whole bunch of extra letters. So they're all sitting over on my table for me to use and to save. I'm gonna put them in a little container. Yeah, they're fun pictures, aren't they? All right, so there's my letters. So I'm gonna just start, and I want to leave enough room, so I'm gonna put it down here. If you wanted to, you can put lines. I'm going to eyeball this, and if it's not perfect, I'm okay with that. You guys that follow me know that I do a lot of fussy cutting, and I intentionally fussy cut ink and so that it doesn't look like it's intended to be perfect. Ink and so I don't know, Nancy's on. She's been kind of organizing this for our next one on December 14th. I think there's about 8 or 9 of us going, which is great. Unfortunately, not all my team lives close by, so they can't all come. But maybe someday some of them will come out and spend some time. We could do some stamping, and we could have a very fun time. Ink and paper. Nope, I got an extra S. Paper. Stamp. This is the hardest part, guys. So there's 2 sets of alphabet dies that we have. We've got this playful alphabet that are a little bit smaller. The cool part of this one is it cuts out all of the letters all at once, and you just kind of have to save them. And then there's the alphabet a la mode dies that you can cut out individual letters. The worst part of this is what happens if I actually spelled it wrong. I think I got it right. There we go. Okay, ink and paper stampers. So now we can, and I like to use dimensionals on my pictures on the back so that they pop out a little bit. You don't have to do that. You can adhere them on flat with glue. I need some more dimensions in there. So I'm sure everybody's kind of getting ready for the holiday season. I know if you're in the US, it's Thanksgiving this week. And for us, where I live in Ladysmith, it's Light Up this week, which is a huge event where we have Santa arriving and lighting up all of the lights that decorate the streets. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a fairyland all up and down our main street. But there's craft fair on the Thursday during Light Up, so I'm getting ready for it. So if you're in the Ladysmith area and you're wandering about during Light Up before Santa comes and the parade starts, come and find me in Aggie Hall and say hello. Okay, phew, some of this takes, I try to get parts of it done in advance, but not all of it. Okay, and then you get pieces that stick together. Okay. Let's go back out. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. Oops, don't want to put that. I love this fireplace was all beautifully decorated with the garlands and the my bits. There we go. Now, I've got a sticker here that I definitely want to put on and that's going to be a spot for me to do a little bit of journaling. And then we can actually take and put some of the other ones on after. Beautiful teapot. I don't think we got to choose the tea. That was the hardest part. My gosh, they had a whole menu with pages and pages of tea. That was, really hard to choose. I don't remember what I had, but it was really lovely. Okay, I think I got. Okay, now there's my mostly layout done, but let's take and put some of these. So there's a perfect. Let's just do this one better together, because definitely our team is better together. Some presents. Stickers are fun to put on. You could pop these stickers up if you wanted to. But if you wanted to pop them up, I would probably take your embossing buddy and rub it on the back to take the stick out of it, and then you could use dimensionals on it to do that. Have I got enough? No, I don't think my ampersand is. All right, so getting there. I think I've got enough. Let's see, we'll take it out like that. Enough like that, but I have to put some of these amazing peppermint these peppermint embellishments on, because they are my favorite embellishment this year. I've gone through so many packages. And you can put some ribbon or some of the red and white, the real red and white baker's twine, if you wanted to. I didn't pull any of that out. All right. I There we go. There's my fairly quick and easy double layout using the Reindeer Fun stickers and designer series paper that you can get. And I'm going to have to stick this down because it's driving me crazy. There. Oopsie. Doesn't want to, that ampersand doesn't want to stick, but there we go. So I'll have another layout to do after our tea on the 14th. All right, that was fun. You know, sometimes, thanks, Sarah. I actually, you know, sometimes don't think, my husband and I typically spend Christmas by ourselves, and so we don't have a lot of pictures of Christmas. So, you know, sometimes I don't think about what I can use for Christmas pictures, but, you know, when I've got the team together and we can take some pictures and, yeah, you can make a layout out of just about any kinds of pictures. So, and the other thing I commented last week is if you have pictures and they don't go with these colors, say you wanted to do the Christmas pictures, but your colors for some reason weren't coordinating. Your colors in your pictures weren't coordinating. That's what I was trying to say. Print them in black and white. And so then the black and white will coordinate with any color of designer series paper. All right, everybody. Now we are going to, once a month I'm doing one of the scrapbook kits. So there is a Reindeer Days scrapbook kit. And so on December 8th, we're going to get together and do that. So if you purchase that kit through my online store, you can join me on the 8th on Zoom, and we will get together and make the 3 double layouts from that reindeer kit. This full scrapbooking kit has everything you need to make 3 double layouts, and then there's typically some extra supplies left, and it just depends on the kit how much of the supplies are left over for you to make cards and other things with. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Now, tomorrow I will be live at 4:30 with my sketch challenge, so come join me then. Just like today, I'm a little early because I have my book clubs getting together tonight. So a little early tonight and tomorrow night, and then on Wednesday night, I'm pretty sure I'll be back at 6:30. We should be home from the appointment that we have. All right, everybody, thanks so much for